Hey people, it's been a long fucking week, and yeah, it's my Rambling series, which I do stuff every now and again, usually when I want to have a moan at someone and I don't want them to respond. So hello, beautiful non-responding audience. And when I say non-responding, I mean you can still leave a comment and all that. It's just, you can't interrupt me as I'm talking. It's great. Well, you can pause, but you're not going to pause me like here and now. You're just going to pause the recording of me. So yeah, screw you. By the way, this game that you're watching is Guacamole. It's fucking amazing. It's really good. I love it. It's like it's somewhere between like a beat 'em up and a platformer. Oh, but it's just so well made. So good. So yeah, I basically just got back from London. Oh god. You would think London's a fun, fine place to be. No, it's just ugh. Well, it is a fun and fine place to be, but not when it's my reason for going. I'm going to try and work in reverse chronological order so that you kind of have a sense of where I'm coming from. So I got back not that long ago. I'd have probably been back sooner, but there was some rain which stopped trains going. I know, right? Rain in England, unheard of. And so when I was supposed to get back at like 8-9 o'clock, I got back at like 10-11 o'clock and just stayed at Sparks's because of simplicity. But you know, it meant that I was basically travelling from about 6:30 till 11, which is, and this is by public transport. This isn't just driving. That'd have been probably more bearable, though I can't actually drive, so yeah. Either way, my point being that it was just a pain, and it was cold and wet and horrid, and I just. And because there was all these delays and stuff, I had gone to a pub in Paddington Station, and I had ordered a pint because it was like half an hour delay, and I was like, alright, well, may as well get a pint then. And I got a pint, got about a quarter of the way through, I was like, yep, now boarding in 5 minutes, it's leaving, or less than that, and we've got to get to like the other side of the thing, the station. I was like, fuck. So I basically didn't get to enjoy my pint. It was £5 fucking 20. But fucking hell, London! You're so fucking expensive. I know the minimum wage has gone up, but I'm fairly sure that it's about that is the minimum wage for people between the ages of 18 and 21. Minimum wage is about £5.20, £5.30, I think. You know, that's fucking expensive for a single pint. And it wasn't like it was a massive, like, high alcohol one either. Actually, it did taste fairly strong. I don't know what the percentage was. It was really nice, though. Camden Pale Ale. Very nice, I like it. I've been recently into pale ales. I don't know what it is. They've got they're quite flavoursome. And they can be a high percentage. But in general, they're just, I like hoppy tastes. They're a bit more, I guess, crisp. Not quite crisp. I mean, you can get crisp ales, but anyway, I digress because the reason that I was trying to come back from London, because I could have probably stayed an extra night, but I really didn't want to because it was with I was staying with my dad and stepmom, and well, they're not horrible people. They're just, if you had their dialogue sort of out of context, it would sound like an abusive relationship. And they do wind each other up, and I don't really know why they're together. And it's usually, at the best of times, stressful to be around them. But my dad recently has just come out of hospital because he's had cancer and he's had bits of him removed. I think I may have mentioned this a while ago, actually, that he had cancer, because he had it a couple of years ago, and then it's basically just come back. And this time it's been a much more serious operation, and yeah, fun time. And he's not good. He's not good at being ill, if that makes sense. And he's annoying at the best of times, and so I had to spend time with him. And I'm sure there are bits that aren't terrible, but yeah. Fun times. That was just stressful, basically. I didn't enjoy it at all. And I'm sure some people are going, "Oh no, your dad has cancer, you're just complaining that you didn't like being near him. What a horrible person." Well, you're right. I am a fucking horrible person. And as it happens, I don't care what you think. But so also whilst I was there, I went to see my my grandma and her husband. No one in my family, I don't think anyone in my family has managed to sustain a relationship fully. Actually no, oh no, actually no, that's not true. I've got one of my aunts is in a relationship that has been in a relationship for ages. Or since I've... But there is, I think in the family, one relationship that is not fallen apart. And then, well, no, there is more than that. It doesn't matter, I digress. If people really give a shit, say something in the comments, I'll go into it some other time. By the way, you'll see me die a lot in this game, because I'm playing on hard mode. And this game, it gets hard, even on easy. And just to add to that, I'm playing with a character who doesn't regenerate health. It's one of the few who can't gain health unless it's from one of the little skull people. But yeah, I want to see my grandma and her husband / carer, and yeah, she's basically demented and doesn't know who I am, so that's fun. Like blatantly doesn't know who I am. Like doesn't know who I am in relation to other people. She's aware of her daughters, and I'm guessing would be of her son, but he's coming in South America, is it, or Central America? Where is it? I don't know. One that's famous for a lot of drug smuggling. Either way, my point is more. She doesn't know who I am, and that's the important bit. So that was a bit awkward. And fuck me, I mean, I would not want. I don't think that I would want to keep living if I was that mentally unstable. If I was that away with the fairies, I don't think I would want to continue living. I'm gonna have to write a will at some point and put in my will that if I get to that point, and put me down. Right, you may have noticed a bit of a jump cut there. I apparently paused the game whenever I was recording this originally. I think someone came up and started talking to me, bastards. How could they do such a thing? Oh yeah, also this video is in 60 FPS because I was originally recording it in 30 FPS and it was just so horrible to watch. So this is like one of the very few times that I'm going to do something in 60 FPS. Just doesn't, it looked too jumpy and I guess not smooth enough in 30. Maybe that was just when playing, I don't know. Who knows? Sod it, we'll find out. And people inevitably ask for either can't tell the difference or ask for all the videos to be at 60 FPS. Or don't even mention it. That's also another possibility. Anyway, I've gone out of reverse chronological order because I did go to see a few people whilst I was up in London who I'm not related to. And in fact, my grandma was the first person I saw, so I knew it was going to be quite bad. In fact, last time I saw her, I know she wasn't really sure who I was. Like, last time I saw her, I was fairly sure she didn't know who I was. This time it was like, there is no question that she doesn't know who I am. Or last time maybe she knew who I was, but not in relation to others. Like, it's my mum's mum, right? And last time I saw her, there was more family there. And after I'd been talking with her for a bit, she spoke with my mum and was saying to her how amazing it was, amazing how well I was doing, given that my mother was an alcoholic. I know, quite humorous, but that's the way it goes. Also, anyone suffering from epilepsy, you're probably dead, and you probably don't want to play this game. Where was I? Yes, I saw some friends. Yes, one of them was Nib and his missus, but she was quite ill, sadly. So Nib did the good boyfriend thing of going to the pub with his mate. It wasn't quite that bad. We did then later come back, and he cooked us all dinner, and just because it's quite a small kitchen where they're staying, I stayed and chatted with his missus to talk about things and keep her a bit more jolly. So it kind of worked. Boom shakalaka. What was the... Oh yeah, I also saw an old workmate of mine who I hadn't seen since he left like 6 months ago, or I'd barely seen since he left 6 months ago. Oh, he also said he was coming down soon as well, so yeah, fun times. But yeah, no, he was a great laugh. We had some fun together. And he was heavily flirting with one of his flatmates, who apparently there was nothing going on between them, but there clearly was. That's always humorous. And always makes me want to just go, oh for fuck's sake, just both go in that room, I'm locking the door until you either kill each other or fuck one another, then you can come out. Come out when there's one or three of you. Then, what was it? There was something else. What else did I see? Oh yeah, of course, Urti. Urti was the other person I saw, and I always find it hilarious because Urti's great, but in video he always seems to come across as quite a good boy. He's really not. When he gets a couple of drinks in him, he becomes so much ruder and cruder. Oh, I think he's more entertaining that way, but I'm just an insane man on the internet, which may be how I introduced myself to some of his friends as some random guy he met on Craigslist when he was at the pub, when he was at the bar buying drinks. I had plenty of time. So we did tweet about it. I do occasionally use Twitter, I know, right? Crazy. It was mostly using Twitter, and he asked people to give us questions. And damn it, Sparks, you didn't look at the back of the fridge where the spare milk was. Grr. Sorry, side note. Milk's probably gone off by this point. Just saying. What else happened in London? Oh yeah, prior to that, I guess this is less. I mean, those are the I've done the sad bits, the fun bits. I was going to try and go for sad fun, sad fun, sad fun. But that was the more fun bits, and I know I'm not really talking as much about the fun bits because I don't know. It's harder to say why going out for a drink and having a laugh is hilarious and fun unless you're there. It was. But yeah, no, that was definitely fun. Hey, go goats jump! So, Yeah, prior to that, just, I guess, other things that are a shame. Well, I've been offered a new job, and I'm just waiting for the contract through, and I had confirmation that the contract would be coming through later this week, which was at the beginning of this week. And by the time this video goes out, we'll probably be halfway between those two events. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But recently, work has been annoying and straight. Because before I did the whole going on holiday thing, there was this issue of working. Yeah, working. I've been working too much recently, and I don't like it. Working sucks. It just does. Whoop! Watch me fail at this a few times. What was it? There was some. We've been short-staffed recently, and I do feel bad for going because I know it's shit at the moment because we're short-staffed, and then we're basically going to be dropping someone who is full-time and a member of management. Yeah, that's right, bitches. I'm so amazing that I am management. Huzzah! Yeah, you don't want to get at this game if you're epileptic. Though, if you are and you're watching this, you're probably dead by now, so don't worry about it. Everyone watching and not dead should get this game. Oh yeah, my assistant manager got hit by a car on his way to work, which was quite annoying because he then came into work and did a whole day's work, and I just know that when someone's next not at work, he's gonna just bring up the fact that he was hit by a car and still came in to do a full day's work. But he spent the whole day bitching about that because he is the whiniest bitch I've ever met. God, given the fact that he spends half his time whining and bitching about other people whining and bitching, the rest of his time he spends whining and bitching about other things. So, oh god, he's such a whiny bitch. Really annoying. And I know I'm whining and bitching at the moment about his whining and bitching about other people's whining and bitching, but there is a difference. I can't escape. If you don't want to hear me whining and bitching, you can pause the video and go away, or close the window and never listen to the rest of what I'm saying, because I'm stuck at work and things. And you know, if I say what I think and sort of call him a whiny bitchy cunt, he'll start whining and bitching about other things, about why he's a whiny bitchy cunt, and how life's so unfair because everyone else is incompetent. And it was, fuck's sake. I know I don't want to go into this. Well, I think I'm done. Yeah, there's probably other things I can bitch and ramble about, but that's most of the stuff that's been bugging me recently. And yes, you've been good listeners, I presume. You could have turned off the video, 20 minutes ago? I don't know how long this has been. You could have not even watched the video, for all I know. But if you made it this far and you're hearing to the words that I'm saying, you haven't just skipped to the end, well done. You deserve a medal. You're not getting one. And in fact, you probably don't deserve one. Ignore what I said. No, never mind. I'm leaving. Bye.